day. Today we will be looking at November 2021 question 4, where we are looking at a linear pattern sequence. Okay, so erase what's here. Okay, it says, consider the linear pattern 579. Okay, everyone loves working with the linear pattern because it's the easiest to work with. Let's write out our linear pattern 5, 7, 9. We always find the difference between each, which is 2. Okay, the first one's question says determine T51. So in order for us to determine T51, we want to find the formula. Okay, and how do you find the formula? So it's A plus N minus 1 D. We substitute. So A is 5 plus N minus 1, and my difference is 2. Now we can simplify, so we've got 5 plus 2n minus 2, so it's going to be 2n plus 3. We want T51 now, so we're going to just continue. So 251 plus 3, and if you put this into your calculator, you're going to get this to be 101, 102 plus 3, which is equal to 105. Easy 2-mark question, I think 3-mark question. So very easy to get these marks, 1 for your A value, 1 for your D value, substituting into the correct formula and your answer. Okay, so I'm gonna write out my equation, my formula here. So we got Tn to be equal to, just that if we need it again we can use it, 2n plus 3. Okay, the next question says calculate the sum of the first 51 terms. Okay, so knowing your Sn formula is very important. Okay, so let's write it out. Sum of n over 2 square brackets 2a plus n minus 1 d close brackets. Okay, we're finding the sum of the first 51 terms. Finding S51. Okay, so we're substituting 51 over 2, my a is 5, plus my n is 2, or my n is 51, that's what we're finding. 51 minus 1, my d is 2. Okay, now you can go and put this into your calculator to not overcomplicate it, and then we've got answer is 2,805. Okay, let's look at the next question. The next question says write down the expansion for this, show only the first 3 terms and the last term. So here it's just 1 mark. They're wanting to test your knowledge of understanding how to read this. Okay, so let's write it out, and I'm going to show it in close conjunction so that we can see both. Okay, so now that we have that, so write down the expansion, show only the first 3 terms and the last term. Okay, so what do we know about the expansion? We know that this is the formula. This means that n for the first term should be 1. We should substitute 1 in. And the last term we should substitute 5,000. Okay, so firstly we need to find that. So the first term, 2, 1 plus 3, that is 5. The second term, 4 plus 3, 7. So it's basically the same formula that we have been working with. Is 9. Okay, so it's this. It's the same formula. Okay. So now they want us to show the last term 2, which is, we know 5,000 now from this, plus 3, which is going to give me 10,003. So if they're wanting us to show let's show it, the first 3 terms. So this is equal to 5 plus 7, because it's the sum, plus 9, plus dot 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 up until the last term, which we got to be 10,003. Okay, that was just 1 mark. Okay, because they were checking your understanding of the knowledge of understanding the sum of to infinity. Okay, it says hence or otherwise calculate sums 2n plus 3 to 5,000, which is what we were working with, plus sum negative 2n minus 1 to 4,900. All working details must be shown. Okay, so what I think is best is if we work them separately. Okay, but before that we need to know for this what's its a value, okay, and what's the d value. So here we need negative 2, 1, minus 1, negative 2, minus 1, so the first term is negative 3. We also need the difference, so the second term is going to be negative 4 minus 1 is going to be negative 5. So the difference is going to be 2. Okay, because negative 5 minus 3 is positive. So the difference is going to be 2. And our difference in the other one we were working with, here the difference is negative 2. Okay, because it is negative 5 minus 3. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what I think would be best is if we work them separately, finding the sum of each, and then we add them. Okay, so let's work with the first one, which we have been working with in the sum. Okay, so Sn, but we're working with S of 5,000 is equal to 5,000 over 2 square brackets 2, first term is 5, plus n minus 1, so 5,000 minus 1, and my difference is 2. We put this into our calculator and we get 25, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, now we're going to do the next one, which is S 4,900. 999. Okay, 4,999 over 2. Close bracket 2. We got our first term to be negative 3 plus n 4,999 minus 1, and my difference was negative 2. Close bracket. Okay, the answer here, if we put it in our calculator, is 24999,999. The question wanted us to add them. Okay, so now we're going to add. So we're going to add sum of 5,000 plus sum of 4,999, and when we add them, we get the answer to be here we had negative, sorry, it was a negative value. Okay, let's go back. If you put this into your calculator, you get an answer to be negative 2599999. And if we're adding them now, it's going to be 25,020,000. But because of that negative, it's negative 2499999, and we get an answer to be 20,001. So this was a 4-mark question. It was a bit complex, but you would have gotten 2 marks out of the 4 if you were just able to calculate the sum for each, and then the other answer was for finding the value of -3 and then your answer. Okay, thank you so much.